head will be bursting with ideas, because your intuition is literally God giving instructions to you. So, when you learn to listen to those instructions, those ideas that flow to your mind in that moment of silence, when you start choosing yourself, and I'm not telling about choosing yourself means being that selfish or, you know, selfishly toxic, or what can you say, individualist. That's not what I mean. I mean, when you start listening to your intuition unapologetically, without question, okay? When you start choosing things that are in alignment with what you want, having that clarity unapologetically, okay? When you start choosing opportunities, start choosing yourself, knowing what you want, having that clarity, and following your intuition unapologetically, okay? Because all that, the guilty complex that starts with you not being able to choose yourself, your inability to show up for yourself, your inability to sit with your thoughts in that silence, your inability to, choose yourself over other people, is that guilty complex. And that guilty complex is attached to that trauma bonds, to that temporary relationship opportunities that are presented to you as infatuation, as not real love, that is just a time waste. So when you stop wasting your time and finally start listening to your intuition, what it tells you about a person, no matter how good they try to show you with their words, with their actions, they overgive or overdo, or they undergive, or do whatever, okay? But when you feel something is off about a person, usually it's because something is off. And intuition is not just knowing this energy before you can even make sense in your conscious mind with the logic as to why you shouldn't be talking to that individual again. Okay? It's not just that, because your intuition picks up, it comes from your subconscious mind, right? And your subconscious mind can pick up on energies from people, no matter how good or right they try to come across to you. Your intuition is always going to reveal what's inside them. If they have any division in their internal narrative, if they have any criticizing in their internal dialogue, if the internal dialogue is not good with themselves, so it will reveal all that to you. That clarity will not come immediately, that logic will not make sense, it will not make sense immediately, but you will get the hit, you will get your gut instincts, you will get your intuition as to, okay, I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't, be listening to that person, or following them, or believing them blindly, I say. Because watching words watching actions over words will always save you. Make sure when you're believing in someone, they're speaking through their experiences, real experiences, which they have actually lived in, been through, and they are somewhere where you want to be in your life. You are inspired by their life because they are living your dream life. Only then you can follow them. But also take what resonates with your soul. What you see internally, we all human beings, we do know deep down what we really are looking for, what we really want, but we are just not being able to, accept that truth, that I'm not going to find the answers outside of me, but I'm just going to find the answers when I trust my inner voice, when I try to look within instead of looking outside. of me for all those answers. Okay, so start following your intuition, and I guarantee you your life will change. Okay, mark my words. When you start following your intuitions unapologetically, what happens is synchronicities start showing up like this, like boom, one by one. Okay, but what is going to happen is when those synchronicities are going to show up, you are just going to feel like, what is going on? Is this magic or something? What did I do in my life? It is magic. If you believe in magic, magic happens for you. If you believe in magic, magic will happen in your life. If you don't believe in magic, if you don't believe in opportunities, if you don't believe in blessings, blessings will not come to you. Opportunities will not represent themselves to you, will not be attracted to you, because you have been repelling them all this time by listening to that guilty complex, that voice of people that says you, no, 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 that's selfish, choosing yourself is selfish, that's toxic. No, it's necessary. Listening to your inner voice, how will it feel the seen, heard, or cared about your inner child, your inner voice, if you don't pay attention to it, if you don't listen to yourself, if you don't make decisions? When you start making decisions in your life by following your intuitions, knowing what you want, and start choosing the things with which are aligned with what you want, with clarity, unapologetically, that's when opportunities start being attracted to you. They present themselves, come to you naturally, with ease, not with anxiety where you have to chase or run after them to gain them, to earn them. No, not that's not how it works. When it comes to you by itself, when you start listening to your own inner voice, your own inner child, and start standing up for yourself, start calling people out on their BS, start cutting people off whenever the energy is off, whenever the vibes are off, without explaining yourself, without wasting your time proving why you are a good person or proving why you are worthy of respect and whatever. No, it's not how it works. So, yeah. And the way manifestations are going to blow up and come in, I tell you, I tell you this, because once this opportunities comes showing up in your life, you will just feel like